Hey guys, welcome back to another Apex Legends video, and in today's video we're talking about the new patch notes that were released for Season 7 of Apex. And yes, Season 7 of Apex does come out in another day. We've still got to wait another day. At 8 PM Pacific time on the 4th of November it releases, so in my time it's 2 PM on the 5th of November, so perfect timing. I'm just going to grind this so hard, but all the patch notes have been shown off today. They were posted on Twitter. And we've got them loaded up here. We're going to have a look through them all and kind of talk about it all and see the positives and the negatives of all the patch notes and see what Respawn's really done with their patch notes and what they want to do with the game. Before we get into that, subscribe. If you haven't yet, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing if you haven't subbed? Like the video as well, as it does get me in the recommended, and I do really appreciate it if you guys do like and sub. And also check out my Twitch down below, where I stream at least 5 days a week. I stream all the time. And some of that content goes into the YouTube as well, where I edit some of the clips together and give you guys some more content there as well. But anyways, let's get into the patch notes. So here's the patch notes. Ascension patch notes says a lot more about Olympus, Horizon, Trident vehicles, battle pass, and other adjustments to the battle balance changes. So they did a full dev stream today. They did a full dev stream talking about it, but we're just gonna look at it all. I can't bother watching the whole dev stream. I definitely could, but we're not going to get like any more information than what's on here in the dev stream. So obviously new legend Horizon, which this is huge. These abilities, passive spacewalk, increased air control, and reduced fall impacts with Horizon's custom spacesuit. So when you get stunned from falling from high ground, that doesn't happen anymore. With Horizon, you just bang, straight going. You don't get a stun or anything like that. So I think Horizon's movement's going to be very solid. Tacticals, the gravity lift, reverse the flow of gravity, lifting players upward and boosting them outward when they exit. I've seen that it's a 15-second cooldown for this as well. That's pretty nice. Especially when you can get... I saw a video from Gaming... I can't remember his name. It'll be up on screen. I think it's Gaming Mechanics or something like that. But he posted a video about Horizon, and he showed off what kind of things you could do with their movement using the gravity lift and stuff. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty nuts. And the ultimate, the black hole, deploy Newt to create a micro black hole that sucks in nearby legends. I originally thought it just sucks them to somewhere else, like it teleports them somewhere else. But what it does, it just sucks them to the hole, and they're like stuck there at the hole, so they're basically just standing still. And it's easier to hit them. The new map Olympus, I have watched gameplay. Let me get that clear. I've watched gameplay of Olympus. The map looks fucking beautiful. I should have made a video reacting to the gameplay, but the map looks fucking beautiful. Look at that. Yeah, so obviously it's a new area, new map. Apparently, from what I've seen from the gameplay, it actually looks massive. They're walking around. There's a lot of open areas, like open areas around there, a bit of open areas around there. There's some open areas down there as well and down there, but it's massive. It's actually massive. When you watch gameplay, you really see how big it is. Like, you look at it now, it doesn't look that big. It looks like Kings Canyon. But when you're watching gameplay, it's like to go from one area to another. It's a lot further than you think, which is pretty nice. Yeah, new vehicle, the Trident. This looks actually pretty balanced. I've seen gameplay and I've seen Nicewig talk about it. Said it's pretty balanced because arc stars stop it from moving and stuff like that. Pretty nice. And then Dreadful Series, what to see some, okay. There's nothing really else that they say in here. They just say it's meant to speed up early ring rotations and stuff because the map is pretty big, so it just gives you options to get in the ring quicker and whatnot. So that's pretty fair. Anyways, apparently a new LTM coming, Olympus preview. So yeah, to help you understand and explore the map without fear of getting shot, we're introducing a new playlist called Olympus Preview. So this is going to be just a game mode for you guys to learn the map, look around and whatever. So this mode teams you up with 30 legends on Olympus and allows you to roam around the map, learn more drop, loot areas, and practice your routes to the end game. So this is probably going to be for the first 2 weeks or the first week. It's only 1 week, okay. Yeah, so it's the first week that this is going for, but that's pretty nice. I like that they've added, oh yeah, they've given people a week to look at the whole map, learn rotations and stuff. That's sick, instead of just playing public games and having to fight people. That's pretty nice. That's what I'm probably going to do. I'll go into firing range, test that Horizon, then go into this Olympus preview and kind of learn what areas are good to loot and whatever, and then start playing pubs and ranked and whatnot. There are a total of 3 runs before the match ends. And the maps only okay. Circles are still on, and once Circle 4 finishes, players are brought up back to the plane to start a second skydive run. So you get 3 runs. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So that way you can learn rotations. You can actually learn good rotations and good positions and whatever. That's sick, actually. That is awesome, actually. That is awesome because you guys can learn rotations. If you keep doing this for a few days, you'll learn most rings and you'll learn different rotations and the best spots to hold in where certain rings end. That's pretty huge, actually. I might do that for at least an hour or two to learn the map a bit better than play pubs and play some raids. That's pretty huge, actually. Obviously, clubs are a thing. You can only have 30 people in a club, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Better than nothing. It's better than not having clubs at all. But it's not bad. At least you can have 30 people. And you have your members there. It says members online 0 to 7. And it shows all that there. It's pretty nice. I reckon they'll increase how many people can be in a club, though. I reckon they will. Yeah, so they introduce the clubs. And the biggest thing, Steam. Steam, bro. I'm so excited. I've already pre-installed Apex for Steam because they released that as well just after they released the patch notes. I've already pre-installed it on Steam. So fucking excited. I just like I cannot wait, honestly. You get the GLaDOS gun charm. You get the Half-Life Octane gun charm and Watson holding the companion cube. That's huge. But it's going to be so much better running off Steam because you won't have problems with the actual software because Steam doesn't have any software. Like, it never has software problems. Especially like Origin has fucking plenty. But yeah, the Battle Pass, I honestly think it just looks like a Fortnite skin. It kind of looks like fucking Ninja, which is kind of, Like, it does fit Octane, but it's just like, And then Wraith looks like a MILF. I'm sorry, it's true. She looks like a 50s MILF. Yeah, so the Season 7 Battle Pass is all about high fashion. Level up your pass to unlock the skins. Wraith high class and Octane fast fashion. So yeah, they're short for the different way, like the different challenges and whatever. So I think they've changed it how it looks in their main menu. So they're not pace points. They're not points based. They're star point. Okay, star base. Okay. Yeah, depending on their difficulty as well. Okay. This is interesting. Quality of life update. So I've slightly looked at this stuff before, but this is really interesting. So attachment swap improvements. When you pick up a better version of that mag, if you have a gun that's compatible with that other thing. So if you have 2 guns that are both like light guns and you pick up a better mag for one weapon you already have a mag on, the worst mag will automatically go to the other weapon, which is good. It should have done that in the first place. Replicator update for Season 7. They've removed all the weapons out of the crafting pool and they've put shield batteries in instead, which is pretty huge, honestly, putting shield batteries in there. The high level attachments will still be tolerated. Oh, tailored. Sorry, tolerated. I meant tailored towards a weapon category. So if you have, so it'll be different weapons each day, like different weapon types each day. So like energy weapons, light weapons, sniper, shotgun, heavy, whatnot. Yeah, no, that's pretty nice. Airdrop clarity. They've changed the colors at different airdrops just to make them more obvious. So Lifeline, I think all they're done. I can't remember where it says, but it says, yeah, they just changed the color of the beams. So Lifeline's drops are blue, normal drops are a light tan, and Replicator drops are like a teal color. So it makes it more obvious that they're different things. And that's pretty much it for that. And Arcstar actually shows the Arcstar, like no one really cares. They had voice lines and stuff as well. Map rotations, regular map rotations. So first 2 weeks for normal pub games. First 2 weeks is Olympus, and then it switches between Olympus and World's Edge. They're getting rid of Kings Canyon for this season for pubs, which is interesting actually. And then Season 7 rank rotation, we obviously know Olympus is the first split and World's Edge is the second split. Legend meta, this is interesting. They buffed Bangalor's ult, so they reduced the time it takes for it to all explode, the ult, from 8 seconds to 6, which is better. So it just keeps, they basically just said, oh, it's basically going to be the same kind of purpose. It's going to be the zoning mechanic, which is pretty useful, especially with this buff for it to actually start exploding a lot quicker. It's gonna be heaps more. It's gonna be a lot more useful. And then caustic got this is weird. So this is useful actually. So caustic, the knocks gas trap and grenade no longer get a blurred vision effect while on the gas. I think that's everyone. So like that's everyone in general. Doesn't matter if it's teammates or enemies. They don't get the blurred vision, which is the way it should have been. Because the blurred vision really fucked you. And they had it on friendly teammates that whole time too, which made it even worse. So getting rid of it in general makes it better. Anyway. Because the fucking gas traps were ridiculously good anyway. Because with blurred vision, it's hard to hit people. Mirage got a bit of a buff with his decoys. The decoys have 45 health. That's pretty nice. Like it actually makes the decoys actually seem like it's a person until they disappear. Makes it a bit more powerful. Octane's passive has been buffed by double, so you get 1 health per second instead of 0.5. Watson's fences do 15 damage instead of 10 every time they do damage, which is nice. This Loba buff is very good though. Black Market ammo taken no longer counts towards Black Market's maximum. So you can take all the ammo you need without actually affecting any of the items that you need. I can't wait for that actually. It's gonna be a lot more useful. Like I don't think I actually said that in my video. I did say something similar to like buffing Loba's like buffing how many items you can take, but this is a good idea actually. Rampart. Sheila now takes 1.25 seconds to fully spin up, down from 2 seconds. And what I said in the video, the amped wall, now takes 3 seconds to fully build instead of 4. So I said 25% quicker, and right here, they fucking listen, bro. I love it. They obviously didn't watch my fucking video, but they obviously listened to the community and all that stuff. Like, it's good. It's good they obviously listen to the community. Pathfinder's a bit weird. They apparently fixed this hitbox, that they changed the hitbox a bit. They've widened the head a little bit. Yeah, they've widened the head, widened the chest a bit more. One thing that pisses me off, though, because I read the bit underneath it. Here. Because the question is sure to come up. We are not yet removing low profile from Pathfinder with this change. That's what got me pissed off. That's one thing that... Because I read a little bit of it. And that's one thing that's really pissed me off. Okay, even with increased hitboxes, Pathfinder will still be considerably harder to hit than most other characters in the game. Well, so they buffed the grappling hook so it's a max cooldown of 30 seconds. But the problem is, you'll only be hard to hit when he can grapple, and he can like never fucking grapple. So low profile shouldn't really be a thing. My personal opinion. It shouldn't really be a thing because it's like you're barely grappling anyway because you have a fucking massive cooldown. I guess, to be fair though, when you look at this, Pathfinder no longer needs to be on the ground for grappling hook to be considered finished, which is a huge thing. And the speed at which Pathfinder needs to drop for us to consider grappling hook finish was increased from 300 units a second to 500. And the amount of distance you can travel before you hit maximum cooldown was roughly doubled. That's a huge thing. Because I felt like when I'm playing Pathy, I feel like I'm hitting max all the time. Like all the time, even when it's not that big of a grapple, it's max all the time. It's ridiculous. So I'm pretty glad that they've done that. At least they've made it a bit more useful. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. They've changed the weapon meta too. I heard about this before these patch notes released with the supply drops. So the R9's obviously out of the supply drop. That's no-brainer. It's out of the supply drop. So the R9's back in the floor, does 11 damage instead of 12 damage a shot. I think they should have left it at 12 because they haven't nerfed the Vault. Get onto that. I'll get onto that as well after. From the care package version, so yeah, obviously 11 damage instead of 12. Ammo size 20 common, 22. Yeah, so 20 with no mag, and then 22 with a common mag, 24 with a blue mag, and 27 with a purple. I think it's pretty fair. And then the Prowler goes in the supply drop instead with a mag size of 35 and reserve of 175. Fair enough. Yeah, it's fair enough. And then the Prowler still has the ability to have 5-round bursts or full auto. People are just gonna use it on burst. It's broken, bro. Fully kitted weapons have changed from Devo, Massive, Triple Take, Flatline, Vault to Wingman, Sentinel, Havoc, G7, and Alternator. Cool. Cool. It's actually not bad. It's not bad. But yeah, no, they got rid of the gold vault, but it still needs to be nerfed. Because I think the biggest problem though, let's go, hold up. So 11 times 27. Purple Mag does 297 damage. And then when you got this, hold up, sorry, next I know the vault, I need to go to the patch notes. I know the vault does 416 with the Purple Mag. So obviously it does 16 damage a shot. Yeah, it does. The vault does 16 damage a shot, which is ridiculous. 16 times 26 does 416 damage. Compared to the R9 with the Purple Mag, 297. I think that's a bit ridiculous. Like, come on, Respawn. Nerf the vault down to 13 damage a shot. Because look, if you go... See? Vault's a little bit better. 338, but a 297. I think that'd be pretty balanced. People can choose a gun that does a little bit less damage, but has a higher fire rate and a bit more accurate. Or they can choose the vault where it's the tiniest bit harder to control, which I think it needs a slight recoil buff. Like it needs a nerf on recoil. It needs more recoil. But just does 13 damage a shot. I think that's pretty fair. So if it does 13 instead of 16, I don't know why it does 16 damage a shot. Anyways, let's move on. The Hemlock got a nerf. They increased the recoil because it's broken. They reduced the headshot multiplier from 2 to 1.75. Good. Good. They're reducing the recoil multiplier in single fire though. So, that's interesting. So in burst mode, it would just be a lot more recoil than single fire. So single fire might still be the Playboys. Single fire might be really good this season. For Season 7. It might be. They've changed the Havoc recoil pattern again for like the 50th time. I think they just changed it to be a little bit more balanced because the Havoc recoil pattern before was a bit too... They said it was a bit too erratic and difficult to control. Not wrong. It's alright. It's good close range though. I'll say that. The L-Star got a few buffs. New recoil pattern. I think that's what Respawn likes to do all the time. And then the venting time after letting go of the trigger has been reduced. So when you can shoot back again, it's been reduced. Reduced heat faster. We're not overheated. 1.15 seconds from 99% to 0% charge. So as long as you don't overheat it. When you overheat it though, it's still 2.45 seconds. I think that's pretty fair. The Sentinel got a nice buff. I saw this too. Energized Sentinel now has a pure damage increase instead of bonus damage only versus shields. Energized Sentinel base damage does 88 instead of 70 now. That's a huge thing. I think that's pretty useful. That makes the gun a bit more stronger too. Since the Sentinel was the weakest sniper of this season, so of Season 6. It's the weakest sniper. But anyways, the Triple Take got a fire rate nerf from 1.3 to 1.2 bullets per second. It's not much. Especially when you can still triple take people for 144 in the head. I don't think is really that ideal. They should have just reduced the headshot multiplier. Would have been better, but hey, at least they did a nerf. Hop-up's the new quick draw hop-up. This is huge. I heard about this, heard about all this. The select fire's been removed as well. This new hop-up attaches to RE45 and Wingman. When equipped, the gun becomes quicker to raise and lower. So less time to ADS and it has a reduced hip fire spread. This will make the RE45 pretty solid. Especially when it doesn't have much hip fire recoil as it is. This is just going to make it fucking broken, dude. Cool though. I'll give it a shot. This should open up new opportunities for the use these two weapons, especially in close quarters combat. Yeah, and I think it gives the Wingman a good alternative as well. From what I've seen ASU use this hop-up as well when I watch the gameplay. It seems like it's a very good alternative to the Skull Piercer. So people can either choose quicker ADSing and stuff compared to higher headshot damage. I think that's pretty nice. That's actually pretty neat. Game meta changes. They changed the Evo armor requirements. So from no armor to level 1 armor, they doubled it to 100 instead of 50. Level 1 to 2, they just made it 150 instead of 125. From a blue to a purple, they made it 300 damage instead of 250. And then the huge one, from purple to red Evo, they made it 750 damage instead of 500. Fair enough. Fair enough. I feel like by the time you get to like top 5 squads, everyone has red armor. Everyone has red armor at that point because it's so easy. Like, you just pick up a purple body shield, do 500 damage. It's pretty easy. It's not hard, especially with weapons like the G7 and the triple take. Easy. It's easy damage. And the charge rifle as well. That makes it very easy. They reduce the ring damage as well, which this is interesting. So the max ring damage you can get is 15% per tick instead of 25% with how it was before. So ring 1, 2% per tick, so it's exactly the same. They reduce the ring 2 to 3% instead of 5, so you can actually pop syringes and stuff when you get rezzed, which I think is pretty good. And then ring 3 is 5% per tick instead of 10%. Fair enough. And then ring 4 and 5 are 10% instead of 20%. Ring 6 and 7 are 15 compared to 25. I think the weird part is though, 15% per tick. I think it ticks like every 2 seconds. You think about that, you'd get 60% in about 8 seconds. No, it's like every 1.5 seconds. It's every 1.5 seconds you get it, so it'd be 60% in 6 seconds. If you had gold armor, you can outlive that. You can just keep healing until you run out of heals. Which I think ring 7 should just be like 20 or 25%. Because with this update, if you have gold armor and syringes, you can just outlive the ring. You can legit just keep going. If you have like 1,000,000 syringes, you can just keep on going. And you will just win. I think that's the one thing that's kind of just like, with the last ring, they should just not have it at 15. They should chuck it up to like 20 or 25%. But the rest of it's not bad. I understand why. It's not bad. This is the huge thing I saw as well. Bug fixes, audio. We've made some advancements in footstep audio playing more reliably. We have more work being done that will continue to roll out as it gets completed. Huge. This is amazing. It's beautiful, bro. Like, everyone's wanted audio updated for God knows how long. Audio is being fixed. Thank God. They're actually fixing it. Well, that's like, sure, it's not like the whole game's fixed with audio, but at least they've taken the effort to do it and they're getting somewhere with it too. That's the good part. There's a few audio issues with like zip lines and some other shit as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it, really. There's just a few bug fixes as well. But yeah, I'm so glad that they're fixing footstep audio. Like, oh my God. Yes. Yes. Yeah, so all those patch notes are pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously some issues like the end ring and whatnot, like the ring tick, and just a few decisions like they didn't nerf the vault and make it equal to the R9, because a lot of people are just gonna go for the vault instead. Let's be honest, a lot of people are just gonna go for the vault instead. So they really should nerf it to 13 damage a shot. It just makes more sense. It makes it a lot more balanced compared to the R9 as well. Or they should buff the R9. Either way. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe and like the video. Also comment your thoughts on the video as well if you want to. Anyways, I'm going to catch you all in the next video.